say I've gone off the deep end, and that I think of things that they can't even apprehend. Here, let me give you a chance to see just a little of my reality. 'Twas not Eve that planted the seed of evil's ugly head. It was the first angel Lucifer that deceived. Because of him corruption and destruction was conceived, and it caused himself and those who rebelled the lifestyle of heaven to be dead. So, to those of you who think that the world was created by the Big Bang Theory, you're not so far off from the truth. Except, what made that explosion happen? Explosions and bangs create nothing, just destruction. But knowledge creates. And this universe was created by God I Am. God I Am is the beginning. He is the Alpha and the Omega, the end. God I Am made the universe of darkness become a womb, and he pulled the electrons and atoms together to create himself a throne and then a kingdom. God I Am is the only one on the throne. All around the throne, God created a crystal sea of frozen diamond glass, sealing the boundaries of darkness away from the throne. God then created himself 4 pets, one like an eagle, one like a cow, one like a lion, and one has the face of a man. Each one he made to have 6 wings apiece so they can fly faster and higher than any other. He then created them to have eyes inside and out so you know they can see everything about you just by being in the same area as you. After creating the 4 pets, God then created Lucifer, the first angel. Some say he was known as the light bearer. God taught him love and knowledge, instruction and structure and true beauty, wisdom. I imagine there were buildings and homes, farms, animals, trees, and creeks. And now while God was teaching Lucifer, God was also creating other angels and teaching them as well. They all learned and existed together in harmony, needed for nothing. But Lucifer, he began wanting for more. Lucifer had all that God had, and God gave it freely. But Lucifer, he was very cunning and very mean. He was vindictive and cruel, and he wanted all of what God had. He wanted to rule. He wanted to be king. But there is only one that sits on the throne. Everything that God had, he had given it freely, until Lucifer convinced 1/3 of the angels to rebel and stand up against God. God had created them all to love. He gave them everything they could ever want, and he gave it to them freely. But what Lucifer wanted, to sit above God's throne, to rule the power that God has, there is only one throne, and God the Most High sits on that throne. So what did God do when he was approached with this rebellion, you ask? With the swipe of one hand, the angels were thrown into the crystal sea, causing a burst in the boundaries of heaven, sending Lucifer and the rebellious followers into the darkness where God created himself. I wonder, going from the laps of luxury and sunshine all the time, drinking and eating while listening to the best of rhymes, now to hear nothing, total silence and darkness all around. I'm sure the silence was broken by screams of fear, not being able to see, just floating into dark air. How long did they stay there? That's a story for another day.